What you did, which was sensible, was draw up an agreement between you with a solicitor, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
It couldn't be any clearer, correct?
Correct.
Did you sign it?
I did, Judge, yes.
Excellent, so you understood it?
Yes.
And it says there are arrears of £4,365, that you agree to pay the sum of £200 a month and a further sum of £100 a month at the end of each calendar month in respect of the arrears until they're cleared. Did you understand that?
I did, Judge, yes.
Did you believe that you could afford to pay that?
I didn't, Judge, no.
Then why sign it? You're not a moron, according to your claim.
I signed it. The honest answer is to sort of pacify Sam.
Pacify her? What was she doing? Did she have a stiletto on your throat?
No, Judge, but she was making it difficult at the time.
Making what difficult?
My access to the children.
Is that true? Were you withholding custody in order to put pressure on him to pay?
No, I've not. The pressure of him to pay was because the CSA was shutting the case down and he knew that the new company, Child Maintenance Services, had a lot more power and would take a lot more money from him if he didn't pay me. That's the reason why he paid. I've never stopped him seeing the children ever, but every time he's turned up at my door, I've let him in. Every text message I've replied, every time he's asked, I've
Well, let's
given
just
the
go
kids.
to that. One of Craig's complaints here is that you have been problematic about custody. Is that correct?
No, that's incorrect.
You have kept a record of every time he has missed one of the agreed appointments to see his children, correct?
Correct. From
Let's just see some of them.
2016.
Riley's birthday, Craig was a no-show. Why?
I can only put it down to working, Judge. I don't know.
It's your son's birthday. What happened?
He just didn't bother turning up.
Sir, there are innumerable instances in the last 2 years where you have cancelled, for example, June, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cancellations. In July, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, you don't just not show, but you don't even text. You've got an agreement. Where are you?
Working, Judge. At the time, and I still do, I work in excess of 60 hours a week and get 1 day off per week if I'm lucky. There's numerous times where I have to go into work on that day off to finalise
Very
deals.
easy. Talking, very easy. I'm awfully sorry, Sam. Work is a problem. Can we vary this arrangement because it's getting very difficult? How can we work together to make this happen?
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
How many times did that discussion take place?
It did take place a couple of times. You'll see on the agreement, he was supposed to have them Tuesday. He said he was working, so he'd have them Thursday, but then he cancels on them on the Thursday.
And here's the other news. I want to be clear. His new partner, I've seen her statement, and I have to say it's credit to her and to you. She's a reasonable woman.
Yes, she is.
When I hear you say that, you understand that's about as good a reference for his current partner as I could possibly get. So it's not as if she's preventing you.
She's actually encouraging him to see his children, and I think if it wasn't for her, I don't think he would have even seen his children.
No show, no text. Now I need you to hear this. The problem is that that creates a problem for you, to say the very least, with your own children.
It does.
Because you make promises to them, don't you?
Yep. Especially when they stood at the window waiting for him to arrive.
And what happens, madam?
One example is there was waiting at the window. They waited for about 2.5 hours. I've tried ringing him, I tried texting him, you know, where are you? You coming seeing your kids? Eventually, I got a text message at God knows what time. I'm at a wedding, sorry, I forgot.
True. You were at a wedding, sir?
I genuinely can't remember that.
Do you have amnesia?
No, Judge, but I don't remember sending a text to say I was at a wedding and I forgot.
When was the last time you saw your children, sir?
Easter.
It's as if you've tried to... Well, what do you think?
Forget them, erase them out of his life.
You know, I knew he loved Riley. When he first had Riley, got Riley tattooed on his arm, correct?
He did, that's correct. His name and his date of birth. It's down his forearm.
Is that correct? You've got Riley tattooed on your arm?
It was the Judge, yes. It's now been covered up as part of an ongoing, which will incorporate all 4 children's names into an ongoing tattoo, because I didn't have 4 arms to put 4 names on.
I want to be clear. I was aware there was a third child. Haven't seen your oldest two children since April. Did you have another child?
That was in September. And the reason why I haven't seen the children since Easter, Judge, is the fact that between me and Sam, it's very acrimonious because obviously the children don't want to come away with me. It has to be on Sam's terms in Sam's house. Sam sits there and watches and makes it very uncomfortable.
Is that correct? Are you in breach of the order that you have?
No, it's not. I've agreed to go through his mum so he doesn't have to speak to me, his stepmom, his dad, even his girlfriend. I've even spoke to his girlfriend. He said, if he doesn't want to see me, that's fine.
If you enjoyed that video, then I strongly suggest clicking here for more highlights. For those of you who haven't subscribed yet, and why not, so that you never miss out, subscribe. Clicking down there, that's an order.